on in, everybody, and grab a seat. We're going to get started. Thank you for attending the Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle. Since 2001, our open forum meeting welcomes parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Your suggestions, comments, or ideas are welcome to make our meetings the best they can be. The Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered. By combining substance abusers, families, and the public at large, we have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone who has been affected by alcohol and drug addiction. Meeting start time is 7 p.m. Please be on time. Please turn off your cell phones. I gotta say this again. These cell phones around here are annoying. If you're in a support group meeting, a counseling session, an IOP group, stay off your cell phone. Nobody cares what you're gonna post on Facebook right now. So be into your life of getting better and sustaining sobriety, okay? Please only one person speaks at a time, and please speak loudly so everyone can hear what you have to say because it's important. We will sign any proof of attendance slips that are needed. If you leave them out in the hallway, there's a green box out there. Leave them in that box. We'll sign them. You can pick them up when we're done with our discussion. Honesty is required. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view on how alcohol and drug addiction has impacted your life. This meeting is open to people of all ages and welcomes diversity, so please refrain from using excessive foul language or language that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability in order to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity for all who are present. If you see a visitor, a new member, or returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please warmly welcome them into our program. And lastly, please refrain from getting up and walking out of the meeting while it's in progress. What do we do? Who has our lifestyles of recovery? It's been a couple weeks. Who has our lifestyles?
Oh, I got them.
Go ahead, buddy.
Guidelines for living a lifestyle of recovery. The lifestyle of recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. Guideline number 1, recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. Number 2, wanting to pursue positive alternatives to substance abuse, such as our education, employment, quality relationships, health, and fitness. Number 3, using resources such as friends, family, teachers, and peers as a way to achieve and remain sober. Adding sports, art, or music to these resources will help us stay focused and motivated. Number 4, defining balance and working toward making it a part of everyday life. Number 5, building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. Number 6, understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. Number 7, lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your friends and family. Number 8, learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior, providing assistance to those recovering individuals that will improve their lives, not further their usage. Number 9, recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. Number 10, caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is the source we use for our sense of worth. Each person is truly magnificent. Our mission at Racing for Recovery is to prevent all forms of substance abuse by promoting a lifestyle of fitness and health for all those affected by addiction.
Awesome. Okay, is there anybody here for their first ever Racing for Recovery support group meeting? Awesome. Well, you guys are in for something different tonight. Okay, so here's what we do. Very loudly, everybody is going to get an opportunity. We're going to go around the room, and everybody's going to say who they are and why they're here. It's different at Racing for Recovery in that, A, we don't view people as addicts. We view people as people who are have a couple of issues that they're making bad choices to deal with those issues. So it's not required that you say you're a drug addict or an alcoholic. If you need to say that for your own recovery, go ahead. But at Racing for Recovery, we know you're more than that. That is something you did. It's not who you are. So we want to know who you are and how we can help you. Joe.
My name's Joe. I forgot why I'm here. No, hang on. Right. I come here to get inspired. Racing for Recovery gave me the tools in order to take back control of my life, and now that I have some semblance of that, I am looking towards the future and what I can do to help other people, and there's no better place to figure that out.
My name is Mike, and I'm here because this is where my family is, my friends are, where I get the positivity and motivation to keep going from.
My name is Kim. I am Mike's mom, and I am here because to give support, get support, and because I am grateful for the people in this program that they're always here for us and everyone else, but they, on a personal note, they've always been here for us and Mike whenever we've needed them, through the good and the bad and the ugly.
And I'm Tom, I'm Mike's dad, also I'm here to support Mike. I agree with everything you said. I'm also here to soak up the positivity from this meeting and continue learning.
I'm Sherry. I'm here to maintain my sobriety and to keep learning everything that's out of AJ, everybody has to offer. Grateful for it.
My name's Don, Sherry's brother, just here to support her, show her that I love her, I believe in her and that she can do this. And to just learn how to help her without enabling her, that's like a hard thing I've had, just that line. And to learn more about addiction in general overall.
I'm Carrie, I'm Brendan's sister, and I come to give support.
I'm Rachel, and I come here for the positivity, and there's no better place to be on a Thursday night.
Hey, I'm Jay, and I'm just trying to find myself again.
I'm Pat, and I'm trying to stay sober.
I'm Juan. I'm here to get inside of my addiction, learn more things about it. The reason why I do things I do.
Kai, I'm here to get a better way to for my thinking. To keep me sober.
My name's Marlon, and I'm here for the positivity and to learn something.
My name's Kat, and I come here because racing does something for my soul, and I haven't been able to be here in a while, so I'm looking forward to tonight.
I'm Charles. I come to Racing for Recovery primarily because it's an alternative. It also supports the family and those others, the silent victims of drug addiction. So I like to come to support those people as well, those that are victims of drugs themselves.
My name's Eric. I come here because this place reminds me on a daily basis to live instead of just existing.
My name's Patrick, and I'm here and involved with Racing for Recovery because it's afforded me the opportunity to live an honest, sober lifestyle.
I'm Mike. I too came here to find myself, and I believe I've done that. The journey that I've been on over the last 9 months has definitely been incredible. You know, it's had its ups and downs, but through everything that I've learned through this program, it's taught me how to be a better person all around.
I'm Andy, and I'm here to live my life to the fullest, and being a part of this community is what helps me.
My name's Dustin. I come here because this is where I'm here all the time. This is where my new family's at. I continue to come to keep moving forward with my recovery.
This is Jim, and he's here for encouragement, and I'm Amy, and I'm here to encourage him, along with everybody else.
Sir?
I'm Andrew. I'm here to be in the sober community and to stay sober in just another day.
Yeah, we do that here.
I'm Tyler, and I'm here for the good vibes.
I'm Kelly, I'm Tyler's mom, and I'm here to support his recovery.
I'm Dan, here to support a friend and to continue my own recovery.
I'm Will. I'm here for the positive energy. Staying active. I would definitely say that Rest for Recovery has definitely been a great milestone. Tools and resources to actually staying sober. It's a great group of people. The energy is definitely here.
I'm Renee, I'm Megan's mom, and I come here because this place helped us put the pieces of our family back together.
I'm Virginia,
I'm Megan, and I'm here to keep learning new ways on how to make the best decisions for me in my life.
I'm Katie. I started coming here as an assignment for school, and I just learned that as a family member, it's a nice place to come to get support and to learn how to give support.
I'm Kevin, and I'm hoping someday my son will be walking in these doors too.
I'm Denise. When we first started coming, I had that hope too, and when I walk away from here now, I just know one day I'm gonna walk in here with my son.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, sorry guys. I'm Andrew, and I'm coming to Racing for Recovery because I want to live. I don't want to die. And coming here was definitely a spark. Something happened, and I want to be 100% dedicated to this program so I can live.
I'm Shelby, and I'm here because the next 9 days are going to be absolute insanity. I might not be here next week because of it, so if I'm not here next week, the next time you see me, I'll be married. So it's going to be an interesting week. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
My name's Kelly, and I come to this program because I have learned here that I want to be a statistic on the good side of recovery, as opposed to the statistic on the side where poor choices are still being made. And I have the next 11 days off on vacation, and this is a great place to get my mind set. A happy place.
Deanna, I'm here to support my husband, Jim.
I'm Jim. I'm here to get tools to make better choices, not only in my sobriety, but in all other facets of my life.
Right on, dude.
My name is Trevor. I'm here to participate in my recovery, support my brothers.
It's gonna be an interesting
place to get out here. I'd like to start coming back.
You're welcome anytime, man.
My name's Jennifer. I'm a Racing for Recovery. I've been able to figure out why I make the choices I make. I've been doing a lot of healing, learning how to trust people as a result of coming here.
My name's Jameson, and I'm just here for support.
I'm Sydney, and I'm here because
Say it again, louder.
I'm Sydney, and I'm here because I just like to be.
Cool.
I'm Denise, Jacob's mom. I'm here to get good support.
I'm Jake. This is where my friends and family are. Because of Racing for Recovery, I actually value my life today.
No, I'm Jim. I'm here with my son Ryan, and just to keep coming, and almost a year now to see just keep watching the most amazing things with a lot of these people here.
My name's Ryan. I come here because I'm greedy. Before I started this program, I had no life left within me. I hated the person who I became. I hated what my future had in store for me. I just hated everything I've done to my loved ones, and I had no one left, not even myself. And because of this program, I've learned how to love myself again. I've I've been able to build a future for myself that I'm excited for. I've gotten my family back. I've gotten tons of friends that I absolutely love and cherish, and it's all because of this place. And I just constantly want more of what this place has to offer. And that's why I keep coming back.
Holy smokes.
I'm Therese Ryan's mom, and I don't think I could say it any better, but this place is just phenomenal, and it really, I guess we're finding out that recovery is just lifelong, and you think you can learn the tips really quick and easy, but it's not. We learn something new every week we come out with positivity tips that help us and kind of keeps us on the right track, and it's the people, like you always say, it's not you, it's the people, and it is the people. These people have shared so much with us that we come all the time. We love it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Sorry, my name's Jody, and I started coming to Racing for Recovery almost 4 years ago, and this is where I learned that my addiction has affected my family's life as much as it has mine. Possibly more theirs than mine, because they never had they never were able to escape like I was momentarily. And so today I come here with my dad, because for me this is a place that him and I have been able to heal some of those wounds. And I don't know, I love this place. Like, this is part of my recovery program. Awesome. So every time I get a chance to come here, and I get to come with my dad, so that's even more awesome. So I come.
Perfect.
I'm Roger, and I'm here for all the good this meeting does for all of us.
In the back.
I'm Rachel. I'm terrified, and hopefully I'll learn something.
You're good. No reason to be terrified. Joe's terrifying. You're all right. Go ahead.
I'm Diana, her mom. Here to support her and learn and pick up on positivity.
I'm Angela. I'm just trying to take a step towards doing something to get my life on track.
Who do you have next to you?
This is my son Vincent. He's just scared because he has to.
Where are you at? Grandma, you're up.
Oh.
Keep it clean.
I think I am anyhow. I'm a retired enabler. The fellow that turned me into an enabler I know is watching tonight. I still can't see him because of a court order. I miss him so very, very much, and I promised that I would give him away. I come here because I've met so many very nice people. So many of them have made the right choices, and their lives are getting better, and it makes me feel so good. When I drive home, I keep thinking of what Ryan said and what Patrick said, and I feel so much better, and I'm so happy for each one of them. And I give free hugs.
I'm Lori. I'm a supportive parent, and I'm here because I believe this program.
I'm Marcus. I'm here for the positivity.
I'm Gina. I'm here with Marcus, and I'm here to learn.
My name's James, and I'm here to learn about myself.
Hi, my name is Clyde. I'm here for some support for my addiction.
My name's Tom. I'm here to take more action and try to progress more in my recovery.
My name is Frank. I'm here for just surrounding myself with good, positive people and learning something new every time I leave this meeting.
My name is Jessica. I come here because there's really no better place to be if you're trying to stay sober. My work schedule's kind of messed with me, being able to come here a lot, so when I do get time and I have a day off, there's no other meeting I'd rather be at. This place is so welcoming, everybody is so positive, and they're helpful, and I've never been anywhere where I felt like I fit in and like everything's okay. And this is the first place that I come and I can just be myself and people are okay with that. I don't have to pretend to be anybody else, or and I'm not ashamed of what I've done because we've all done it, and it's just nice to have people like that around.
You just solidified what Racing for Recovery is all about. That was awesome. Totally awesome. I may ask you to say it exactly again in about 5 minutes. Go ahead.
My name's Tom, and I come here to continue to learn.
My name's Courtney, and I come here to keep building relationships with people who have the same goals and focus that I do.
My name's Marcus, and I come here to continue to learn sobriety.
My name is Michael. I'm here to learn a new way to live.
I'm Jeff. I'm here because not program. This lifestyle is vital for my recovery and sobriety. Coming back here is like going back home.
Right on, John.
My name's Todd, and I'm here to listen. My name's Steve, and I come here to stay on the right track.
My name's Dave. I'm here for Steve's, and I'm here to support it.
I'm Esther, and I'm here to support my son Michael.
I'm Jennifer, I'm here to support Michael.
I'm Michael, and this is where I took my life back, and I'm going to continue to keep it.
Rick.
I'm Rick. I'm here to support this great organization and the people in it in memory of my son Jacob. It's been a real gift this past 2 years, the great people that I've been able to meet, and the many more that I'm sure I'll get to meet in the future too.
I'm Rachel, and I'm grateful for this program. I believe in this program, and this is where people heal.
I'm Bruce, here to learn and provide whatever support I can, and I'd also like to acknowledge the great motivation I get from all the success stories I hear from the people here. It's a great motivator for me, I found, when I work through my own challenges of I'm getting into the racing thing. And it's been a big motivator for me.
I'm Stefan. I think Todd said it perfect. I'm here to listen and to learn how to give up my will. I've been trying to do things my way, and hasn't been working too well for me, so I'm looking for a different way.
My name is Sandy, and I'm here to support Stefan. I'm his mother, and like I said last week, every day that I don't use, or we don't use, is a good day.
Weren't you at the first ever Racing for Recovery meeting? 17 years ago, first one there. Love it. Go ahead.
My name's Anthony. Toledo is my new home. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm here because these rooms and these people and the support of this program is my lifeline.
Awesome.
And without it, I would have been dead months ago. And I'm forever grateful for it. And I will continue to remain humble and believe in God. And I have faith that this will forever work for me. Wow.
My name's Frank. I keep coming back to Racing for Recovery to continue my freedom from my past and my active addiction.
Boy. Yep.
I'm Chris, and I'm here to participate in my recovery.
My name's Stephanie. I'm here. Excuse me. Racing for Recovery is, to me, my backbone. I'm grateful to be sober today.
I'm Dr. Jessica. I am the chiropractor here at Racing for Recovery, and I come to these meetings and I watch them at home too, so I can learn more and how to better provide you guys care for what you guys need.
Quinn?
My name's Quentin. I'm here to be with my family today. But one thing, like Todd said in the beginning about you don't have to be to say you're an addict or an alcoholic. I think that's like super awesome that I don't have to do that anymore. Because it's like, if I have to like say I'm an addict for the rest of my life, what's the point?
Wow.
My
name's Chase, and I just started first grade. I almost said kindergarten. I just started in 7 days, that's all.
I'm Emily, and I'm here because this is the only place that I can have my whole family here. And it provides not only, the help in sustaining our sobriety, but the prevention of possible.
That's right. That's right.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm here because, I don't know, for some reason today I was just extra depressed. And so I know I need to be here. And I love this place, I believe in this place, because I saw that this place gave my brother Jeff 11 months of life. And I mean quality life.
My name's Julie. I'm here to support my son Joe and keep learning and help support anybody that needs it.
My name's Bill, and I'm here to support my son Joe and anybody else in this room that needs it. And for those of you that are struggling out there, family members for sure, keep coming. The program works. It gave us hope when I didn't think there was any hope. And if you just keep coming back, there is hope.
I'm Scott. I'm here to continue to learn and to gain or to enjoy the support of this wonderful group to continue my sobriety.
I'm Joanne. I'm here in support of my son Scott and to learn more about your wonderful program. Wow.
I'm Ann, and I'm here for encouragement.
I'm Sandy, and I'm here to learn every week and to support my granddaughter Taylor.
I'm Taylor, and I'm here to continue my sobriety and learn more ways to keep going with it and be a mom to my son, Talon. Yeah.
My name's Drew. I'm here to surround myself with people that want the same thing as me, which would be to continue my sobriety and learn different ways to handle certain situations so I don't fall back into the same ways that I used to do things.
Go ahead.
I'm Amanda. I'm here to support Joey.
I'm Joey. I come here to continue to grow and to get support.
I'm Ralph. I'm 7 days clean now.
Yeah.
I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I had to move away because my family was enablers, triggers, and I would have never got clean if it wasn't for my brothers and peers. I say God's good. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
That's right. Ron?
I'm Jordan, and I'm here to always keep working on a better me and to be an inspiration to those who are walking in the door and not sure what it's going to be, and show you guys that it can be done.
My name is Todd Crandall, and I love the introductions because I get the privilege to learn who people are when they're coming in here, and I am in awe of what Ryan and Jessica said tonight, and it's a reminder that I feel like I fulfilled my purpose. When I hear things like that, I could literally walk out of here and never come back and be like, I did something with what was graciously given to me, and I'm honored to be a part of this program. That's all. Who has Dee's poem, The Answer?
I do. Running from the misery, trying to escape the pain. As I approach the light that lies before me, each step overwhelms me. Every breath sears my throat. I ache my body. Rebels against me. My memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me as I think. above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming for me what has happened. They don't understand. They don't care who I am. They don't care who I am. I'm a human being, full of thoughts and feelings. I'm just worth saving, just showing the way. At last I reach for light. I promise there stands there. The answer, open arms, understanding smiles, looks of trust, and so it begins, racing for recovery.
That's a first. That's good. Okay, we have 101 people in here tonight in the room, and a few hundred or 1,000 watching online all over the country and hopefully in different parts of the world, because I love this live stream. It's awesome. So a couple things I was told to announce. A, we are going to have a Monday night meeting on Labor Day. So it's a long weekend. This is not a weekend to say I have to go out and get all banged up again because it's Labor Day. It's an opportunity to celebrate it in the right manner. So if you're struggling or need a meeting or whatever, Monday night we'll be here. So everything's still normal. I want to say that Todd Bieber did an awesome job running the meeting last week. We were in the van driving to Maine watching it, and I was like, oh, my boy's doing well. I think I might get fired. No, and he brought up the fact that of our 17th annual 10K, 5K is coming up on October 25th, and I hope all of you come out there and be a part of it, either do it, volunteer at it, or both. There's over 550 people that have signed up already. It sold out last year. It's going to be awesome. If you can't make it and you want to help somebody else who maybe doesn't have the financial means to participate, please make a donation in honor of somebody that can run it so they can come out and have an opportunity to do it. Because anybody that wants to participate, we will make sure that you can. We're not going to tell anybody no. So, a couple cool things that are coming up. All right, let's do this for some topics. I was listening to people, as I always do, and make notes of what's going on in the room. I want to talk about choices. I know that is a topic that's usually brought up, but I want to do this tonight. I want to talk about the benefits of positive choices. How awesome is it when you are enduring a struggle and you make positive choices and you overcome that struggle to sustain your sobriety? I heard a couple people say they wanted to talk, needed help to learn how not to enable. And then one last topic. You hear a lot of people that come in here and they'll say things, I want to get educated, or I want to learn to live without drugs. Well, here's how that happens. You put some action into your life. I know. People make the misconception that you're going to find a life by coming in a room like this and sitting here for an hour. That's not going to happen. Nobody in here is going to say something that is magically going to give you the life you're looking for. You're going to hear something that is awesomely said in here, and then you're going to go out there and you're going to bust your ass and you're going to do it so you can feel what it's like to be sober. And you do that by making those positive choices. So, benefits of positive choices, how to help without enabling, and the importance of if you want something in life, you have to put action into getting it or you're not going to get it. Those three things. Sir.
Trevor, going off of just kind of doing the right thing and making the right choices, with me right now, starts with being honest.
Yeah.
Just being an open book right now. I was just currently downtown fighting for my daughter, and my caseworker was there speaking for me. He's saying all these things, and I'm like, I almost didn't realize all these good things that I'm doing. He's saying them, and I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, you're doing this, man. Like, you're really, you know, there's a lot of things that I need to do to better myself and fix myself, seeing a therapist, going to doctor's appointments, just being responsible is really different for me. It's awkward sometimes because I'm not used to it. And you'd be surprised on how much people will help you when you're doing the right thing. People offer to do things, and at first I'm like almost offended. Like, why would you do this for me? Do you even know who I am? But it's when you're doing the right things, good things fall into place for me personally. And I see that, and that's what I'm striving for right now, is change as a man and be responsible. Before I pass, I want to say thanks to Jake and Jordan. You don't have the blue hair anymore, man. They see me out there struggling and pulled up on me and said, "Come back, man." You know, because there's still light there. You're still alive. You know, and 2 days later, I made that step in, and that, what you guys said, sat in the back of my head, man. And I want to thank you guys. Wow. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's a good start. Keep it going. Kim?
You talked about positive choices, and I just have to brag. I'm sorry, it's a proud mom moment. I'm going to embarrass the. But you know, you talk about doing the right things and making the right choices, and I've seen Mike make so many great choices, working out every day, and coming to meetings, and I think it helped him through a difficult situation. Making the right choices was he recently had to have surgery and spent some time in the hospital, and there are people out there that enable you that aren't only your family. We're finding the medical community needs to be educated on addiction, and he was we told 100 people at the hospital, we even had to switch hospitals, that he was a recovering addict so he could have no narcotics. And it wasn't sinking in, and he kept getting offered, he was in a lot of pain and ended up having surgery, and he was a rock star. They kept offering him morphine. They were going to give him fentanyl to put him out for surgery, and he's like, no, you're not, you know? And he had to advocate for himself along with us, and I just want everybody to know you have to advocate for yourself. And he made such great choices, even though they were difficult. I mean, he pretty much could have had it handed to him because they said, oh, it's not relapse because it's doctor ordered. Well, I looked at them like they were crazy. I'm like, you're going to give him a taste of it again, really? But he was a rock star and made it through, and I'm so proud that he made the right choices and pushed through the pain, knowing that being sober was so much better, even though he had to go through some difficulties. And I think that doing the things that he's doing in this program or in this lifestyle, as somebody said, I loved that helped him to take that difficult situation and still be able to make those correct choices. And I'm just really proud of him.
Well, just to comment on top of that, just real quick, just be careful if you have to go to a hospital. You know, before they hang that IV back, they don't tell you what they're doing. I had to stop this nurse and ask her what it was. They were actually giving him an antibiotic for the infection, and but I had no idea because I had already gone toe-to-toe with one of the doctors arguing over the fact that he was not going to get any narcotics. He could have this, and that was it. And they will stand there and fight with you and tell you it's not relapse and that it's okay. And they need to be educated. I don't know what it is about the medical community around here, but this was at 2 different hospitals. They need education as to what they can and cannot do for addicts in that situation. It was extremely frustrating.
I actually have to say that, I'm sorry, I actually, for Jacob, this last time I had to tell them that he was allergic to all opiates, all of them. Any pain medication he's actually allergic to. He cannot have it. They did ask what happens, but Jordan gave them that information. Breaks out in handcuffs, so.
Ralph, you had your hand up.
I'm Ralph. Positive choice. Choosing to come to where I'm at now because My sister one day came and asked me if I wanted to go get treatment because I was hitting rock bottom. I hit rock bottom real bad. Every day I think about using because something keeps me to where I'm at. I'm new to this stuff, for real. I've never been sober in my life besides the 7 days that I am sober now. I just want to say thanks to you guys. If it wasn't for you guys giving me positive input and giving me ways of dealing with the stuff that I deal with, I wouldn't be here today. And I want to say that I'm just not addicted to the drugs. I'm addicted to the lifestyle. And the lifestyle is bad out there. Like music, TV shows, stuff like that still gives me triggers. And it's real bad. Bad I'm bad.
Just real quick before you go, the lifestyle of recovery is awesome. And the triggers and all that stuff can be flipped into what we do here. And one more thing with that, a thought or a trigger or whatever those cliche coping words or whatever that we get thrown around with, they don't automatically mean I have to go self-destruct. It gives you an opportunity to find a solution to stay sober that day, doing it in a productive manner. And you get the opportunity to do that for the rest of your life, which is pretty cool. I'm just glad you're here, bro. It's all good. Go ahead.
My name is Anthony. I'm definitely alcoholic addict. Benefits of making the right choice, right?
Sure. Anything you want to do, man. Good.
So, the benefits of me making my right choices these last couple months has been almost unreal to me. The results. 2 months ago, I couldn't look my mother in the eye. I couldn't tell her I loved her. I couldn't call her. I couldn't show my face to anyone. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I couldn't wear none of my clothes because my body had deteriorated so bad that I didn't fit any of them. And today, man, sitting in a group full of 100 people, man, I can honestly say that the love I could show my mom today through a phone is unreal. The praise I could give God and actually talk to Him is completely appalling to me because I never thought life could be this good. I couldn't do anything without a drug or drinking. And today I wake up in a house full of 60 guys and I actually love my life. I never thought I'd say that, but no place will keep you sober. It's all about what you do, honestly. That's how I feel about it. But EFE has given me the chance to really recover my mind, my body, my thoughts, and I'm going to always be recovering. But one thing I could say is that the transition of where I was on June 17th till now is life-changing. And that's why when I say these rooms are my lifeline, like I really mean that, because I was staring, when I woke up from my overdose, I didn't even know you can even respond like that, man. But that was my closest point of death, and I never want to see it again. I never want to hurt my mother. That is my rock. That's my queen. That's my princess. I love that woman more than anything in this world. And to see these families here is just so inspiring. Like, it's real. It works. There's no doubt about it. And that's so much motivation to keep going, because even though I don't know any of you guys, parents-wise, seeing you guys smile is like really awesome. Because like I feel like my mother's right there, And I just want to say thank you for letting me share and giving me the opportunity to have life again. Because without you guys and my boys at EFE and the facilitators and the counselors, I'd be 6 feet under. And for that, I'm grateful. So with that, I pass.
Have your mom watch us next week. She can tune in every week.
Tell her.
Right? Who's up? Sir.
Hi, I'm Jay. This is my first time here, and the
This is pretty intense to see all the positivity. When I was 17, I lost my mother to addiction, and I'd say I picked up on some of her habits. So to see, like, you know, families coming together, that's beyond amazing. August 4th, I had an accident where a piece of glass split my wrist. I cut 2 tendons and an artery chasing that high. Just like you guys were saying, I found out I had to have surgery a couple weeks later, and they were pushing narcotics and fentanyl on me, even though I already refused. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. They were still pushing it on me. But I am extremely proud to say that I can say no without even second guessing it. And to be able to make that step in the right direction, it's kind of mind-blowing, honestly. But I'm just blessed to be here. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Right on, buddy.
Sure.
Good deal. What's up,
I would just say the positive choice I made was the day I chose to get sober. I have to thank my mom. It's all because of her. You know, I asked her to meet me somewhere. I was having a horrible day, and that using just wasn't working out for me that day. You know, I asked her to meet me somewhere, and you know, she met me, and that was my first positive choice. And then, you know, after we got done talking, she asked me, where you want to go? What do you want to do? And instantaneously, my mind said, my corrupt way of thinking, the way I was thinking at the time, told me I still want to go out and get high. I'm not done yet. And I sat there and I thought about it for a minute, and I reflected on where I was at in life. And it appalled me. And that, so, you know, I made the decision to go to detox and get help. And all the positive things that have come to me since then, you know, I'm learning how to be a man in society and be productive and make right choices and those things. You know, I really just wanted to thank her, you know, for that extra boost. You know, if it wasn't for the position that she put me in, you know, where she didn't enable me and she didn't help me to get high and, you know, all that stuff, you know, that's a positive, you know, decision she made for me. And I'm very thankful for that. And, you know, I had 4 wisdom teeth pulled today, and, you know, they wanted to give me Percocet and fentanyl and all this. And, you know, I refuse to take it. I can't take it. And you know, I'm sitting here, I'm dealing with it just fine on Tylenol and ibuprofen. You know, you don't really need all that stuff. You know, I'm sitting here not in pain. You know, actually for the first time today, since I had the procedure done, that I'm not in pain. And it's because I believe it's because I choose to be here and not using drugs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks.
Where at? Sadie?
I'll say, when Stephen called me that day, and I went and met him, I use the tools that I've learned in Racing for Recovery. You know, I listen, and then I talk, and then he would talk and whatnot, but the thing was, I was never gonna give you no money, no matter what you thought. You're not getting any money. I had to put him out of my house. He can't stay at my house to this day. And that may be part of enabling him to stand on his own 2 feet now and be the man he says he's learning to be. But as a parent, I had to look at all the things I did as an addict and then turn around as a parent and say, I wish somebody would have told me, I can't do this. If you do this, you're gonna go to jail. There's times, you know, I think, well, man, I really didn't want to go to jail. But if I would have been told that, or it would have been done at the time I was using, in the choices I made, and my family knew what I was doing, and they never did anything about my kids or anything. And it used to be, I just wish somebody would have cared enough back then to do that, even though I know that's not a good road to travel. But I can't do that with Stefan on an addict's viewpoint, because I know I gave up. I don't want to see him give up to the extent I gave up. I didn't care anymore. And I had to get that back. And the tools I've learned in here have made me realize life is worth living again. And that, and it was hard to stand by and watch the movie play in front of you of your life. Because that's what I call it. Damn, I don't like this movie in that. But I had to watch it because it has to go to a certain point to, like he said, he made the positive choice that day to have me taken to the hospital. They put him in Unison. Unison put him in IOP. And he's been working on it ever since.
Awesome. Who's up? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say I'm glad that this place allows families to come here. As a student, I came here just as a learning opportunity, and I went home that day and I told my parents all about it. My brother's not ready to be here to make positive choices for himself, so I'm hoping that as a family we all can make enough positive choices, and it's like a Boulder effect, and reach down there. And I'm glad that they can come here and get support, because it was easy for me to shut myself off and not have the emotions, but I know as a parent it's hard. And I hope that in 8 months from now, when I become a nurse, I can use the education I got here and advocate for my patients and learn enough about addiction and recovery and all that.
You can come back here in 8 months and apply for a JOB here. I'm so dead serious.
So I might take you up on that one.
Definitely. Somebody else had their hand up in the back, hasn't gone yet. Jake, sorry. Yeah.
Well, in the beginning I said I valued my life because of coming here. And that's because of the choices I have made in my sobriety. I came to the conclusion that the choices I made today will dictate the choices I will make tomorrow. And consistently finding positive alternatives to turn to, whether that's journaling, reading, honestly even talking about how I feel about certain situations, or even about my past traumas, because if I never even got that weight off my shoulders, I don't know where I'd be today. So every choice I decide to make is going to dictate my future.
That's right.
So I will continue to stay consistent and make good choices for myself and the people around me, to not just better my future, but to better theirs as well.
If you think about, Jim, go ahead.
Oh, good.
No, we were talking about choices. I keep thinking of Ralph and his awesome 7 days, right? 7. The only difference between Ralph and I is I've consistently been making the choice that you've been making for 7 days. And that's what this comes down to. It's not about, I have this much time or whatever that stuff is. It's what have I learned about why I was choosing to use drugs? How am I healing from that issue? Because if that doesn't take place, I don't know how you can speak the way Jake just did. Because I watched him go through that transformation of that hurt that was driving his addiction to getting some help, some effective help with that hurt, and introducing a lifestyle to him that eventually, for over a year and a half, he can talk like that. Jen's doing it, Joe did it, Jordan did it. The people who are using this program the way it's intended to be, they shine. Not that anybody is bad that they're not doing that yet. You have the opportunity to ask somebody else that is shining, how did you do that? I want some of that. Because it's not about not using. We have to find out, why was I choosing to make that one choice to use that led to all the crap that everybody's in? And by making one cognizant choice to stop that self-destructive behavior and consistently putting some action into your self-betterment, your life is going to be something you never dreamed possible. I don't like saying, like, I guarantee you and stuff like that. I guarantee you that that's what will happen. You will live in peace that you're not using, not just not using and being a miserable person. That sucks. That's why people relapse. God, I can't stand that word. That's why people make a choice to go back to using that crap again. They're not healing from what is causing that stuff initially. You have to. You have to. And that's what you see in these people that are talking the way that is good. You can see it, you know. Jim.
You made the statement earlier that the lifestyle of recovery is awesome. And you just used the word lifestyle again a second ago, and it is. You know, I've been for a while now making the choice not to use, and that's great. And it makes a lot of other choices easier, but it doesn't make all choices easier. And I have to work hard, and we all have to work hard to make all of your other choices make your lifestyle better.
That's right.
You know, it's easy. It's not using as part of it, but making those choices to not bring other people's poison into your life and having it affect your life, which easily pulls you down into a rabbit hole. That's hard, and I am finding every day that making these choices to not, I don't use this poison, but I can't take this poison in either. And this is the important thing to make me have a healthy lifestyle, have a lifestyle of recovery, and have a lifestyle of just living.
Yes.
You know, AJ has made the statement several times I've heard, you know, being clean, living dirty, something like that. And this is something I have to remind myself frequently. I gotta live clean.
Absolutely. And how long have you been living that way?
5 months yesterday.
Wait, go ahead.
I just wanted to encourage anyone that's new that on the other side of this wall is a table with all the flyers of all the poems we read, and I especially want to point out the guidelines for the lifestyle of living in recovery, because that for me, I mean, I'm not cookie cutter, so to follow step 1, step 2, step 3, that was not going to work for me because I'm not cookie cutter. I needed something that was going to help me create something new, something that was never even thought of when I was drinking. I had no idea who I could actually become. I've heard 100,000 times, and I was one that used to say it, I just want the life I had before. I want to get back to the life. No way. That person was unhappy, hated myself. I've said things like, I want to be a good mom. Well, now I was able, now I can, honestly, truly, in my bones, I feel like a good mom. And it's because of the guidelines that they're a living, breathing thing in our family. And it's great when your 13-year-old throws one at you. That's how I know that it's great. And sometimes I needed, an isolation reminder, or sometimes I needed, all the time, I'm exploring the artistic side of myself, and it's so cool. And my kids are like, what? You did that one? And it's awesome. And because life in sobriety is so amazing. It's fun, it's creative, I'm challenging myself in so many ways, and I'm setting an example for my kids of self-love. I genuinely, there are times where I don't feel so hot about myself, but I go to those, I follow the guidelines. I go to those to remind me when I've forgotten how beautiful I am. And it's the people in these rooms that help me see that and feel that and truly look in the mirror and believe it for real. And if I can be a mirror to anyone when they feel like they're not beautiful, come talk to me. And please take the guidelines home. And if you want more information on each guideline and how to do it, the Cleveland book is awesome. and the chapter that talks about those dark, scary corners, the closet that's buried deep, those stuff that you don't want to talk about, that you gotta talk about. If you don't, it says they will creep up. Maybe 5 years down the road, they will creep up and they'll bite you in the ass and they'll get you. But you gotta talk about it and get help from it. And maybe, again, look, maybe there's not a healing from it, but we heal our responses when we think about those things again. And life is amazing on the other side. For anyone that's new, this is not a gimmick, this is not a ploy, I'm not getting any money for saying this. Genuinely, 1000% in my bones, believe in not just the organization, but the people that make it up. And I mean, everywhere I turn, there's examples of those guidelines. Every day, at what I call walking miracles.
That was awesome, Emily. Before we wrap up and somebody reads our closing poem, I don't know if everybody's aware of this or not, but one of our awesome, I gotta figure out a word besides co-workers or something because we don't work here, but someone who gives back here what has been given to him, Matt Boston, he lost his dad on Saturday. And we were talking about choices. Matt was I'm not breaking HIPAA or anything by saying this. Matt was a client of mine in my former office, and I'm in Rose Street. And I remember him coming in. I asked him one question that's personal. I don't want to talk about that in here. But he took 2 counseling sessions, I think we had total, and started taking off. And through his 5 or 6 years of sobriety, he's gotten educated, he's licensed, he's sustained his sobriety, he's living what Racing for Recovery is about. And now he's on staff, given what has been given to him, giving it back to help other people. And being around him this past week and watching him hurt, but being able to embrace the support and the care from a lot of people in this program has been one of the coolest things I've seen, because he's not comfortable in doing that, and he's doing it, and he's liking it. And that to me is what being sober is, where you can find out and recognize how badly you're hurting and just embrace the good people that are around you and knowing it's okay. So keep him in your thoughts if that's what you're inclined to do. And that message is applicable to all of us who are sitting in here. There's people like us are hurting people, but we are hurting people who are full of intelligence, compassion, empathy, understanding, love, integrity. And we just want to bring that stuff out of you, so when it's not foreign when someone speaks so highly of you, like Trevor was saying. It shouldn't be foreign to have someone say, "You're awesome. I love you because you're kind and you're intelligent and you're artistic." We shouldn't go, "What are you talking about?" We should simply say, "Thank you. I'm grateful I have the life I have today. I hope somebody else can reap the benefits of what I have." That's what Racing for Recovery is about. This program is a concept that is tailor-made for each individual that chooses to work it in their own way. I'm not going to sit up here and go, "You need to do whatever I've done and have 4 kids and marry a blonde," and all that stuff. You can do whatever you want that is helping you be the best version of your new self and enjoy it. And that's what we do. Who has our closing poem?
I do.
Oh, it's your normal thing. I'm sorry. I wasn't here last week.
Autobiography in 5 short chapters by Portia Nelson. I walk down the street. There's a depot on the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am hopeless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street. There's a depot on the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I am in the same place. But it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. I walk down the same street. There's a depot on the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. I walk down the same street. There's a depot on the sidewalk. I walk around it.
Nailed it.